Australia is home to some weird animals. Kangaroos have got pouches. Koalas, who have also got pouches, have got not one, but two opposable thumbs on each hand. They've got fingerprints exactly like humans, even though they evolved separately from us, obviously. They very rarely drink water. They can growl quite loudly. You hear one of those in the middle of the night when you're out camping in the bush and it will scare the crap out of you. And they're lazy as hell. They sleep around 20 hours a day. That's about as lazy as a sloth. Finally, males have a bifurcated penis, and the females have not one, not two, but three vaginas. Excuse me while my 12-year-old brain explodes. Sorry about that. But boy, koalas will be giving 4 thumbs up to that one, eh? Anywho, platypuses, or platypides, because it comes from Greek, not platypi, the mistaken Latin form, have webbed feet and a bill like a duck, and they lay eggs, but they're not birds. On to wombats then. They also have a pouch, but it goes backward so that it doesn't fill up with soil when they're digging their burrows. However, the most extraordinary thing about wombats is they do a square poo. They don't have a square hole. Their intestine has evolved to make it that way. But why would they want to do a square poo? Scientists have spent a lot of time, money, and effort in studying the subject. No idea why. It's not like it's going to save lives, but it's good to know where your tax dollars go. The conclusion they came up with is that square poos don't roll. Okay, the idea is that when a boy wombat is strolling through the bush and he sees a poo, he gets excited, as you do, because there might be a girly wombat close by. If it rolls away, however, it will mislead the poor wombat as to where the action is. So let's test this then.
Okay, I've got a poo here, a round poo. We're going to see how far it rolls. Just take into account that wombat's ass is quite close to the ground. If it was a car, it would be a lowrider. We're going to drop it, see how far it rolls. Wait. Nah, that's not going anywhere. Just take into account, we've got about a 35, 40 degree angle here. The grass is quite short. There's no stones in the way. That's not rolling very far. But, you know, we could imagine that it's turbocharged, the wombat's squeezing really hard, and it's popping out its ass at great force. So let's give it a push. No. That's about a meter. It's really not going very far. If that were a fresh poo, the boy wombat would find his girl wombat without any problems.
The other claim the scientists make is that the wombats stack them up to disperse the smell better. I think we should test that idea out too. Okay, so here we've got some wombat poo. Keep in mind, wombats do around 100 poos a day. Now there's an example of getting your arse into gear. We've only got 10 here because presumably the wombats don't do 100 all in one go, and we want the freshest, most recently laid poos. So let's see how this argument stacks up. Wombats don't have tongues. Wombats don't have thumbs either. Certainly not 4 like a koala. Unless the wombats can stack these up very precisely with their arse, I think we're going to have to try and use our teeth. So, in the sake of science, let's see what happens. Yeah. It's quite hard, actually. Hard as in difficult. The poos are quite firm, but still relatively soft. Nope. Three. Barely getting three. If you're a wombat trying to build up a 2-meter tower of poos to disperse that lovely poo aroma, that ain't going to happen. Maybe, as you can guess, I'm not convinced with the rolling idea. Some things we need to take into account. Australia's pretty hot and dry. Wombat poo is going to dry out quite quickly. Also, their number 2s are quite dry anyway. If they don't have access to a lot of water, they will want to absorb as much liquid from their food as possible. Now, if you're following the trail of wombat poo in the hope of meeting the love of your life, how romantic. You want to ignore the 700 poos that have been done in the past week and look for the ones that have been done in the past 5 minutes. So you know that she's not too far away, because 5 minutes is a good head start, even if she only has short legs. So if we want our poo to dry quickly and give off as much as possible of that lovely girly scent, we would want to increase the surface area as much as practically possible. Hence, the square shape. A cube has a 24% greater surface area than a sphere, which happens to have the smallest possible surface area for a particular volume. The square is also probably a useful shape to increase surface area but still retain a compact size, unless of course you want an enormous, strangely shaped butthole. Another good reason for increasing the surface area is that the intestine can absorb the maximum amount of moisture from the poo. So there you have it. Surface area, not rolling, is why wombat poo is square. Teach your kids this literal shit. Nature is amazing, and it's also good to question and think about things. If you're hungry for more shit, as in facts about shit, check out the video here, or click on the link below in the description for my thoughts about panda poo and other interesting shit about these ferocious, savage beasts. I'm the social evolutionary. Peace on. Or bifurcated koala penis. Or peace off. I really need to grow up.